Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are fine. Students, we are in unit 3, that is customizing a Word document, and today we will discuss some of the page formatting options. Format pages. In the formatting of page, we change the appearance of page, insert page breaks, and divide the page in section and much more. It includes the following options like insert page break in the document, insert section break, add page numbers to the document, add header and footer in a document, add footnote and endnote, and some other things are also there in your book that we will discuss one by one in the coming lessons. In today's lesson we will only see the first three things, that is insert page break in the document and insert section break, and the third one, add page numbers to the document. So these three things will be covered in this lesson. The first one, insert page break in the document. Whatever the steps are required, you have to write those steps in your own words. The important thing is that the shortcut for page break is Ctrl plus Enter, and the main purpose of page break is to end the current page and start from the next page. This is the only purpose of page break. Here, if you want to find out the page break option in your MS Word 2013 Professional, so you have to go to the page layout tab, and inside the page layout tab there is a button with the name breaks. When you click on this button, a drop down menu will appear, and in the drop down menu the first option is page, means page break. Under the break drop down menu you have the option page, which means page break, and it explains it that mark the point at which one page ends and the next page begins. So this is the purpose of page break. We will do it practically in the video. Insert section break. It's a bit different from the page break option, because sometimes we need to change the layout or the orientation of pages inside a single Word document. For example, if we need some of the pages in a Word document in the portrait orientation and some pages are required in the landscape orientation, so that can be done by using the section break option. Or sometimes we need to change the page numbering style for different pages inside the Word document, so that can also be possible just because of the section break option. They say that we can use sections to vary the layout of a document within a page or between pages. The following steps are required for inserting section break. Click where user want to insert a section break, then click on the page layout tab. Here in this image you can see that the page layout tab is active, and inside the page layout tab there is a drop down list with a tag or heading, that is breaks. So whenever we click on the breaks option, this drop down menu will appear, and the drop down menu is further consists of two sections. The first section is page breaks and the second section is section breaks. Click on the section break option inside the break menu, which is here enclosed inside the red rectangle. We have to click on this option for inserting the section break. Add page numbers to the document. The following steps are required for adding page numbers to the document. First of all, on the Insert tab, click Page Numbers, which is shown here in this image, encircled in the red
when we click on this page number option, a drop down list will appear. So inside the list, in the position drop down list, specify where to insert the page number, that is either at the top of the page or at the bottom of the page. So you have to specify the position where to insert the page numbers. Further, in the alignment box, specify whether to align the page numbers to the left, center or right of the page. So this is how you can insert the page numbers in the MS Word document. Okay, so in the upcoming video we will practically see that how we can insert page break, section break, and how we can insert page numbers in the MS Word document. So let's watch the video.
Okay, now we will be demonstrating these three things. Let me open this MS Word document. Now the first thing that we studied, that is page break. If you want to end the current page at any position and start the text from the next page, so that is called page break. For example, if I want to end this current page at this location, right after the paragraph of system unit, and I want to start the new page from this topic, that is hardware components of a system unit. So I will place my cursor at this position and then will go to the page layout tab. Inside the page layout tab, if you see, this is a button with the name break. When I click on this button, a drop down menu appears, and the first option, that is page break, it says that mark the point at which one page ends and the next page begins. So I have placed the cursor. When I click on this option, you would observe that the current page will be ended at that position where I placed the cursor, and the next page will be started. See, the page where I have applied the page break after the system unit paragraph that was ended, and the text is moved to the next page, to the beginning of the next page. So this is how you can apply the page break. Another way of doing this is the shortcut, that is Control plus Enter. Place the cursor anywhere you want to insert the page break. Like for example, I am placing the cursor at this position after the introduction paragraph. Now when I hold the control button and press enter, the page break will be inserted. So page break is used to end the current page at the desired point and start the next page from the beginning. So this is how you can insert page break. Later on, if you want to insert another page break, for example here I want the to insert page break at this position. So place the cursor, control plus enter. See, the paragraph of processor is shifted to the next page. If you want to insert page break at this position, control plus enter. So unlimited page breaks can be inserted in a single document. Place the cursor at the desired position, press the control enter button for shortcut, or if you don't know the shortcut, so you can apply the page break from here, that is under the page layout tab, inside the break drop down menu, and click on the page break will be inserted. Now I hope this is very simple to insert the page break. The second thing that we saw, that to insert the section break, I told you that the section break is applied in cases where you want to change the orientation of a page. Let me zoom out this document so you will better understand that what does it mean. Currently, if you see, the orientation of our document is portrait, or the orientation of the pages in our document, that is portrait. Okay, here you can see that whether it is portrait or landscape. Under the page layout tab, you can see this button orientation. Currently the portrait is selected, means that the pages in our document are in portrait orientation. If you want to change the second or third or any page in between these all of these pages to landscape without changing the other pages orientation, so for that purpose you have to apply the section break. Like for example, if I directly apply the landscape orientation to this second page, so it will change the whole document to the landscape layout. See, the whole document is changed to the landscape layout, but I just want to change a specific page, whether it is page number 3 or 4 to landscape. I don't want to change the whole document to landscape orientation. So for that purpose, first of all I have to insert the section break, and then I can change the orientation of the page. Okay. For example, I want to change the orientation of the second page to landscape. So for that reason, I'll be placing my cursor at the end of the first page. Remember, at the end of the first page. Then I'll go to the break. Here, find out the section break. Section breaks. Under the section breaks, you can see next page. Insert a section break and start the new section on the next page. So that's why I told you that I have to place the cursor on the at the end of the first page, and then we'll go to the breaks. Under the section breaks, you can see the next page option. So when I click on it, now here the next section is started from the next page again. Now remember that this first page is the first section of this document, and from the second page till the end of the document is the second section of the page. Both can have different orientations. Now one thing I told you, that if you want to change just the orientation of the second page only, so you have to insert another section break for the separation of the other part of the document. So now I will be placing the cursor at the end of the second page, just like I have done it here. I am placing the cursor. Again go to the breaks and apply the section break. So it's done. Now if I change the orientation of this second page, the other pages will not be affected. Now place the cursor in this page, go to the orientation and make it landscape. Now you can observe that only the second page orientation is changed to the landscape, and the rest of the pages are in its original portrait form. You can see the two pages are changed to landscape. That is just because that in portrait maximum text can be accommodated, but if you now we have changed the page to the landscape, so it is moved to the next page. I hope you have understood my point. See, this is how you can insert section breaks for changing the orientation of any page. Now the question is that in which situation we will need such things. Sometimes whenever we are writing any document, so sometimes we have to put some graphs or diagrams which cannot be drawn on a portrait page, which must be drawn on a landscape page. So in that case we will be applying section breaks to insert a landscape page in between the portrait pages for drawing their diagrams or graphs. So it's very important thing to know. that how you can insert page breaks for changing the orientation of a page. I hope you have understood these things. If still you have got any confusion or any problem, so you must ask me in the comments, and I will be repeating these things for all of you. Okay. Now I will press Ctrl Z to undo all these changes that I have made in this document. Now we are going to perform the third thing that we have studied in this lesson, that is to insert page numbers. Go to the Insert tab. Here inside the Insert tab you can see the page number button. When you click on it, the drop down menu will appear. Now here are different options are given. If you want to insert the page number at the top of the page, so different formats are given. When you place the cursor on this option, so a list will appear, a drop down menu will appear where it shows different types of formats. Like if you want to put it at the left corner, upper corner, or at the middle, or at the right side, so it's up to you that whatever the format you choose for inserting the numbers. Let's say if I select this one at the center of the upper portion of the page, I have selected this one. Now you can see that the page numbers are inserted. Here page number 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how you can insert page numbers. Okay, go to the Insert tab, page numbers. If you want to remove these page numbers, simply click on Remove Page Numbers, and you will see that the page numbers are removed. If you want to insert at the bottom of the page the page numbers, so you can also do it. As per example, I am selecting this one, that at the bottom on the right side. See, page numbers are inserted. The first page is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how you can insert page numbers. It's very simple. You just need to go to the Insert tab and page numbers. So this is how you can insert page numbers in a document. If you want to remove those page numbers, so simply click on Remove Page Numbers, and all the page numbers will be removed. So I hope this is very simple. All of the three things are very simple. You must practice these things. If you have got some problems or any confusion, so you can ask me in the comments. I'll be trying my best to answer all of your questions. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Students, that's it for today. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, Computer Tuition Academy. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz.